Hi everyone, I'm JD, welcome back to my channel. So I've got my holiday journal and I thought I would just continue sharing the journey of how I have been, I've got something on my finger, how I've been making this and just sharing the process. I've now stitched in the signature and I've done a little bit of embellishing to just get me started. And I'll just share a bit about the thought process behind what I've done. So, if you missed the first video where I shared the cover and where I started from, I can link that below as well. And then here are the pages that I've put into it, and a sneak peek there you got. And that is the signature. And then I've gone in and done a few embellishments to start me off. So here is a picture of the holiday house that we stayed in, and it says the beach house, that's what it was called. And so I thought that was a good one to put at the front to kind of introduce the holiday, along with my little collage or vision board of the holiday. And then I put in this library card, and even though I didn't get this from the holiday, so my challenge was to only use things from the actual holiday, I have included some other things that speak to me of the holiday. So I made my nephew his own little travel journal, and some of the things that I put in his, I'm also going to put in mine, just as a reminder and to kind of have that connection there. And also I took up a little kind of craft kit thing where I knew that we would be working on his journal while we were up there. So I included some washi tape and some plastic bag clear, like the cellophane bag things, because I knew we wanted to get some sand and stick it in. So things like that I have pulled out from my stash and also included in this journal. And I'm not going to be too rigid about this. If I feel like something from my stash is just going to work really well and enhance a memory or help me record a memory, then I'm going to use it. So there's no hard and fast rule that I'm only going to use things from the holiday, but that's just a starting point, I suppose. And just on the library card I put all the details: Port Douglas holiday with my mum, sister and nephew, author, me, title, I just call it holiday journal. Then I put the dates of all the different things that we did: train to Cairns, wildlife habitat, Mossman Gorge, Kuranda, train to Bowen, and then also the dates of the details about the journal, so when it was made and when I started it and when I finished, well, when I will finish it. So, and then there's some space on the back. I'm not sure if I put a photo on the back or some bits of ephemera, or maybe I'll do some more journaling there. But like I said, it's just a starting point, these embellishments that I've done, and I might leave this blank just to kind of show that I did this drawing, shading while I was in Port Douglas. And I might put something here, but I'll come back to it. I'm happy if I just left it like that, actually. So on this page I put a map of the Cairns where we went to on the train, and then we drove to Port Douglas area, and then we also went to Mossman Gorge, so that's the highest we went to. So I thought this was a good map to put kind of near the front to show the places we went to. This page is my train ticket, so I stapled the little ticket thing for the my baggage and put that there. On this side, this was the tag that went onto my actual suitcase, so I just pulled that off and put it into my journal, and I might use that to journal on, might not, who knows, but yeah, I'll journal on this page. Some of the pages I've just left blank, well, most of them I have. I've only embellished a little bit to get me started. Here, I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is a feather that I picked up here at the wildlife habitat on my way out. So there's tons and tons of birds at this place, and yeah, I'm glad I thought of picking up a feather on the way out. I could have picked up more actually, but oh well, it doesn't matter. That goes there. And okay, going about the thought process, I wasn't sure if I do this, stick in the things now, because usually I like a blank slate and then I will embellish once I know what I want to journal about. Then I find if it's pre-embellished, it's restrictive, and then I have to journal about this feather here. Whereas if it was a blank slate, I might want to journal about the feather later on. But I thought, let's just do it. Let's pre-embellish a few pages, use it as a guide, and then I will journal about the feather here. And it doesn't matter if it's not chronological, and it can just be a bit of a random collection of all my memories from this holiday. And yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more free about this, less structured, less planned, and I will still try and do a chronological kind of journal, but also with little bits and pieces here and there that are just fun and add to it. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm not sure how it will go, but this is kind of my starting point. And I love what I did with this page here. So I cut out the middle in this rectangle, and because my nephew and I, we made some cellophane hearts where you peel off the contact on the back. I cut out the heart shape in a piece of paper, stick some contact onto it, and then he can stick all the cellophane on it, and then you stick it on in a window and the light shines through. And so to represent this craft time that I have with my nephew, I got some of the cellophane from that baggy thingy and glued on the actual coloured cellophane, and then washi taped it in and on both sides, so it's like this window in the middle of the page. So I thought that was so fun. I love this page so much. And yeah, just some ideas for you guys as well. Like, look at that, it's a window. I love it. But what I really love as well is that it's significant to me. Like, I know what this represents. So using the ephemera from the trip in creative new ways. And yeah, just giving you a look at what my journal looks like as a base. This ticket was already stapled on. The lady did that when I went there to check in my bags. I'm going to turn this into a pocket, I think, and stick something in there. So there's a few more little bits, just got to find them. So this one, that was my tag on my suitcase going back to Bowen, and then I stuck a map here as well, just because it's kind of bookending the trip, a map at the front, a map at the back. And then, well, it's not really at the back, but bookends the train ticket to and the train ticket from. That's the idea behind that one. Pages that flip out. And I did scan, sorry, going back, this one's a scanned page, and I have the original. And my idea behind all of this is, I scanned every single page basically, is so that if I want to cover up all the pages in the end, like if I just want to put a photo here and journal over this, I can, because I have another copy, and then I can stick the other copy in a pocket somewhere, or in the back where I've got this large pocket here. So that's why I did that. I can use the pages as is, or I can completely cover them and still have the other pieces that I can stick in here, there and everywhere. And that way I won't be scared about, you know, covering the pages if I want to. And then I think there's one last thing that I included in here to pre-embellish, and that is this one, where yeah, I collected some sand from that beach at the front of the holiday house, and a couple bits of quartz, rock, stone, and just washi tape that in, and it's a flap so I can still journal under there, or just leave it. Actually, I might just leave it. But it's just fun because it's interactive and, you know, tactile. So that's in there. And because I got this pretty much at the end of the trip, I put it at the end of the journal. And then yeah, there's the large pocket at the back where I'll put in anything that's left over or anything that doesn't fit in here. And yeah, that is my starting point. So now I will go in and actually start to do some writing of the memories and printing of all my photos and sticking them in. And so that will be so much fun. That's the part I am looking forward to most. And yeah, I might share, I'm not sure if I just wait until I've finished the whole thing and share it, or until I've done half and share a halfway process or of how I've gone. I don't know. If you have a preference, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, we'll just see what happens. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye.